There's a lot going on this morning. Let's get caught up on some of the other headlines making news with today's panel. So, sort of a double feature here, a Donald Trump double feature. The first one involving Hugh Hewitt. Hugh Hewitt wrote an op-ed in Politico, "I didn't ask Trump gotcha questions. It's the duty of journalists to make presidential candidates answer tough questions, especially on national security." And again, in that interview, Hugh Hewitt said, "I'm going to ask you commander-in-chief questions." And that was after he said, "This is your 6th time on the show." So yes. Trump wasn't a newbie to that show.
No. Didn't we have this last time with Herman Cain, who said, "Oh, I don't have to know what Becky Stan is,"
yeah,
or whatever.
Becky Stan.
Yeah, no, it's like that's part of your job. You're supposed to actually know these places.
Now, I'll grant you, though, that it was hard. When I heard the audio, it was hard to distinguish the word Kurd from Kud. But having said that, if he knew who both groups were, instead of just saying, assuming it was the Kurds, he betrayed that. I think he, in time, was able to answer it. In time, and she did. She was totally familiar with the situation.
Exactly.
Give her that. Okay. And then you can't. I think the fascination that Trump has with himself and his ability to take down interviewers may fade. I think it wouldn't hurt him to study up.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. And you know, as Nan was saying, because Carly Fiorina is her candidate, she's a volunteer co-chair here in New York.
I'm speaking for myself in this.
Well, no, I will speak for. I listened to that interview, and Carly Fiorina showed once again that not only is she on top of the issue, she's incredibly disciplined. Incredibly disciplined. But we've got to move on to one more thing involving Donald Trump, and this is So Donald Trump tweeted yesterday, "Meghan McCain was terrible on The Five yesterday. Angry and obnoxious. She will never make it on TV. Fox News can do so much better."
So is he running? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me answer the question I wanted you to ask.
Okay, go ahead. That's perfect.
Okay. Is Donald Trump, and if you're listening, give us a call or give me a call, because I do want to know, are you running to run a TV network and hire people who should be on-air talent, or you're running to run the President of the United States? Because leave Meghan McCain alone. We've got bigger problems.
I'm just wondering, like, who's running his Twitter feed? I mean, this guy seems to have no time. You know, you're trying to run a multi-million-dollar company and run for president, and he's always got time for these obnoxious tweets, Jonathan. It makes no sense, and it's unseemly. It's unseemly for somebody to run for president.
Well, I want to get this one more thing in here. An op-ed in the New York Post from former Mayor Rudy Giuliani. He writes, "De Blasio's progressivism created city's homeless crisis." He says that he calls for some tough love. Quote, "A city with homeless on its streets is a city that has no love of its people." That is pretty hard.
But Mayor Giuliani is right in that the mayor has a civic duty to enhance the conditions that are conducive to helping the homeless who are capable of working find work, find housing that they can afford. We need a vibrant economy to do that, and a certain amount of public discipline and example. We don't have that under Mayor Blasio.
I've got my hands full just following Mayor Rahm Emanuel.
Yeah.
You want to fix the rent problem? You want to fix the homeless problem? There's a guy who ran, you know, the rent is too darn high.
Yes. Well, it wasn't darned.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, you can't fix homelessness if people don't even have houses they can move into. And that's an issue that's in any major city.
Well, also, homelessness is also a whole lot more than someone who doesn't have keys, who's lost their keys, who can't afford an apartment. There's a lot more usually going on there. But still ahead, a full hour of news and politics coming up, including brand new NBC polling numbers at the top of the hour. You'll want to see these. Stay with us.